Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Venus, Mina here. And I'm sure some of you old subscribers may remember, but then again you may not remember. I was bought from the Salvation Army Superstore Donation Center, the one in West Mifflin Borough, and this would have been at least, I'm going to say, February of 2010 AD or something like that. Um, or February 2011 AD or something like that. I don't exactly remember when, but I was. So I did make this movie show on Sailor Moon Red or Sailor Moon Red 1. I think it was Sailor Moon Red 1, obviously. So anyway, let's go tell you how the picture was. So there I was on a shelf at the Salvation Army Superstore Donation Center. My own Irwin toy package. Now, most of the time when you go to a charity shop or even a pawn shop, or even a flea market, you rarely ever come across any Sailor Moon stuff at all, Very rarely. If you're lucky, you might, but very rarely you do. So, anyway, so I'm in the toys, so Duane goes into the toy section, looking for dolls and stuff like he normally does. And then he comes across me. And, and he gets me. And then he takes me home. Well, at least not actually home at the time. We're actually back to the apartment, the Steelview Manor apartment in McKeesport City, where he was visiting with his mother. His brother was too. And ends up making a moving show on YouTube on the HP netbook computer, and the rest was history. Now that movie show's no longer around anymore, and yes, everybody else on this channel, to a point, came from Amazon. Everybody was Amazon. Well, except for Luna and Artemis, they were games again. But everybody else, except for Sailor Mini Moon, she was anime toys. But beyond that, everybody else, well, except for everybody else to a point came from Amazon. Except for maybe the other Sailor Moon one came from somebody on YouTube, but we don't remember their screen name or username. But beyond that, everybody else came from Amazon. But how often do you, except for the little Sailor Moon and, one, that came from the Glassport Thrift Center. Now, beyond that, everybody came from Amazon. No eBays. Nobody came from eBay, unfortunately. But anyway, getting back to my point, I was at the Salvation Army Superstore Donation Center, and this would have been at least, I'm going to say, maybe February of 2011 AD, of course. Yeah, it was. I'm going to say, because that sounds right. But it was a long time ago, and I don't exactly remember, So don't hold it to me. Now, some of you subscribers who were subscribed to Sailor Moon Red, one, obviously, the one I made after Sailor Moon Red was hacked, would probably know, but even then you probably would not remember either. So it was obviously either that, but the point is that was one a rare find, that somebody donated me to the Salvation Army Superstore Donation Center, the West Mifflin Borough branch to be exact, and I've been here ever since, and I like this version of me compared to the other Irwin toy version. Why? because I'm always seen to be on crooked like that. And this one seems I'm straight. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for me. That's all I wanted to say. And I know some people out there may or may not believe it, but it actually did happen. You know, the first movie show where I talked about it is no longer around anymore. Long time gone. You know, when obviously it was Sailor Moon Red 1. You know, so we all know that channel is no longer around anymore. But just talking about the day I was bought from the Salvation Army Superstore Donation Center, donated there, and you know, it's very rare to actually find any Sailor Moon things that were donated there. So that's about it. I'm Sailor Venus, Mina. Hope you enjoyed this moving show. Bye.